Hey everybody, Logan here. Well, yep, looks like we got a T7 Pro before we got the G7 Pro. Thank you, Gamesir. So, well, yeah, it's kind of a thing. Gamesir just kind of sprung it on us, announced it that today, well, there's a T7 Pro for the Xbox, and well, it kind of looks and resembles the G7 SE, but it's more expensive. Now, there is one thing. The design is a bit interesting for the first iteration of the T7 Pro, but hey, you can pre-order it right now and get it at Best Buy. Yes, so you can get it on their website or get it at Best Buy. And this is technically the third controller I am covering. You will actually see the next video will be about the Best Buy exclusive Supernova that I'm putting out. Depending on when you're watching this, that video might already be up. But yeah, this is a bit of a head scratcher, so we're going to take a look at it directly on their website. But like I said, you can pre-order it at Best Buy, bestbuy.com. The only thing is it comes out a little later. On their website, it is May 30th. And in Best Buy, it's June 2nd. So I will probably pick it up straight from Best Buy so I don't have to worry about shipping and all that other stuff. So that's what I'm going to do if Gamesir doesn't reach out to me, because they do send me products from time to time, but you know, it's whenever they go, here you go. So I don't know about this one, but if I don't hear anything from them, I'm just going to pick it up myself and cover it for you guys. With that said, let me pull up the listing on their website and show you a bit more about this controller, and then, well, after we go over it, you can decide whether or not it's worth the asking price. Here we go. Here is the website, and right here, the first one, the Gamesir T7 Pro floral wired controller for Xbox at $49.99. But if we go over here, the standard T7 is actually on sale for $27.99. But if you buy it at Best Buy, the Volt Black is $29.99. So that's a little interesting on the prices right here, where if you look at the G7 SE, it's $44.99. You can find them on sale quite often on Amazon. And if we go down here, you can see the other variations, the G7HE, the Collide Flux, and so on and so forth. But let's take a look. Click on this here. That floral pattern is very interesting. It's, I guess, a mintish color with flowers on it. All right. But there's got a few features in it that I think are rather nifty, but I don't know if it justifies that price tag when you can get the G7 SE for $5 less. And as we go over the images, you can see clearly that it's definitely upgraded from the standard one. So let's go down to the description. Versatile compatibility, Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, Windows 10, 11, and Steam, which means PC. Striking aesthetic design, Gamesir anti-drift Hall effect sticks, Hall effect analog triggers with 2-stage trigger stops, which are trigger locks, 2 back buttons, so you got the flappy paddles on the back, realistic and subtle vibration, ergonomic comfort with textured surface, 3.5mm headphone jack, software customization via Gamesir Nexus, which you can download on Xbox or PC. So it's kind of interesting when we get more here. I'm still not seeing why it is a $50 controller when you can get the standard T7 at $30 at Best Buy. Let's keep going. Working platform, Xbox. There we go. We already did that connection. So you got wired 3-meter detachable USB Type-C cable. So it is a wired controller, as you guys can see right there. Wired only, not wireless on PC, wired only. Sticks, Gamesir Hall effect sticks. Triggers, Hall effect analog triggers with 2-stage trigger stops. ABXY buttons are membrane, D-pad membrane, rumbled motors, 4 in each grip and trigger. That's what Xbox supports, and that's what they have, so most people want that. Back buttons, so you got your 2 flappy paddles. Grips, laser engraved texture grips, not rubber. They are just that textured plastic, just like you would on the regular T7. 3.5mm audio jack, RGB lighting, yes. Software, Gamesir Nexus, battery, no. And then there are the sizes. So the only thing I can really pick when I saw it posted on their Instagram is the RGB lighting and the back buttons with the trigger locks. Is it that big of a deal to get that kind of lighting? Now, if you're going to use this on PC, I would suggest just buy the Supernova, and then you can also use it on the Switch, and I think the Supernova is fantastic. Now, there's also the Cyclone 2 if you like this style, and well, it's wireless as well. But yeah, I'm not sure the pricing for this model, so it's a little interesting. I just don't understand. It's because of the lighting. It's cool. It's got a translucent faceplate. Now the faceplate is not removable. I'm assuming that's why, because you get the lights. Okay. Okay. The T7 is a fantastic controller. Adding lights and back buttons, then you just got the G7 SE. So yeah, $49.99, and there's nothing different. That's pretty much a G7 SE without the faceplate and lights. You've got lights. I can't see who this is directed to when you have the G7 SE. Now, the only thing I've noticed is on Amazon, if you go to the Gamesir store on Amazon, you're looking at all the, well, in my area, I can't look in other areas, but it looks like the G7 SE has either been discontinued or it's just completely sold out. They all say not available at this time. So I'm wondering if the T7 is going to be the replacement for that. And going forward, it's the G7 HE and the G7 Pro when that comes out. But we've been wanting the G7 Pro for quite some time, but we still don't have it. I never thought we'd get a T7 Pro before the G7 Pro. Gamesir has really taken it up a notch with their controllers. They seem to be like the biggest, most sought after brand. Yes, there are other fantastic brands that I cover quite often, and I like quite a bit, especially for Xbox and Switch. 8-Bit Do, PowerA, FlyDigi. There's a number of great controllers out there from so many different companies, but it seems like Gamesir is really leading the charge on their offering for price, but I don't see any reason why this is more expensive. If you want this kind of price tag, get the G7 HE and then you get full mechanical. I don't know what to say because I don't get it. Yeah? Tell me what you guys think. Is this something that you want? Like I said, if they don't reach out to me and offer it to me like they've done in the past, I'll pick it up and cover it and tell you whether or not you should or should not buy it. I honestly, looking at this, would go with a G7 SE in one of the fancy colors. I do like those. Personally, I have the white because I've had it since it's come out and I just got the swappable faceplates. Or if you want to spend that price, go with the G7 HE with the mechanical buttons. Or the Supernova. And it's wireless, but you can't use it on Xbox. So if you just want something Xbox, I would recommend the G7 HE at this price if you like the mechanical buttons. If you don't, well, yeah, go with the SE. But hey, if you want the lights and the membrane, go with the Collide Flux. I mean, cheaper, same price, more features. I don't know. I don't know on this one. Tell me what you guys think. This is a head scratcher, but I will be covering this one for sure. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. God bless each and every one of you. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.